Hi guys, Dr. Lou here. I'm going to be doing another review today on a product. Now, these are again a processed snack. Very important. We've seen from other videos that if it doesn't have the correct sweetener, it will impact on your diet. Might not be as big as sugar, but it still will impact. Now, so what we're going to do is we're going to jump on and we're going to have a look at a snack bar. So different from last time. And it's called, the brand name is called Quest Protein Bar. And it's a chocolate, peanut, a butter flavored with other natural flavors bar. So obviously highly processed. Here we go. So this I'm going to show to you here. Again, it's the reverse way around. So obviously you can't see it on the camera. I'll put it up on the actual camera itself in a second so you can see it clearly on a presentation. Again, with all the nutritional information that you can need, this is fantastic. So you can check on your diet exactly what you're consuming. And this is perfect in that sense. So why? Because you know where you have hiccups in your diet and you know you can efficiently maintain high burning fat with your ketone levels every day. Hence, 1 month goes by, you will lose a lot of weight. Now, this Quest bar, as I said, it's more associated probably to protein diets because it's a protein bar. But you see, it's 20 grams of protein, a lot of protein, 4 grams of net carbs, and 1 gram for sugars and per bar. So the whole idea is that, looking at that, you think that's fantastic. Sugar's 1 gram, and the overall impact is meant to be 4 grams. Now, what we'll do is I'll go through and have a look at in a second in clear detail. It has a weight of 60 grams per bar, so quite a thick, heavy, dense bar. Looking at the nutritional information, we're going to put it up on, as I said, so you can see on the presentation that it's clear. And going through the quick ingredients, we have here ingredients: protein blend, milk protein and isolate, whey protein isolate, peanuts, polydextrose, prebiotic fiber, water. We've got erythritol, which is again the sweetener used in this case. Unsweetened chocolate, glycerin contains less than 2% of the following: cocoa butter, sodium caseinate, natural flavors, sea salt, stevia sweetener. So you've probably heard that as well before. So that is as well another sweetener, which we'll discuss in a second. So you've got lectin or sunflower and or soy lectin, almonds, sucrose, contains milk, peanuts, almonds, soy, processed in a facility that also processes wheat and other tree nuts. And so that basically gives you the whole information where it's going to then tell you that everything in here, but we're interested for the diet and low carb diet. So those two sweeteners are quite important. So let's jump on here. Let's jump on and so look down here, guys. Here's the picture of the bar. So this is a nutritional information or nutrition fact. You have here total fats at 9 grams. You have saturated 2.5 grams and trans fat 0 grams. Again, no trans fat. That's the best you can ask for. Cholesterol, you can see 5 milligrams. Sodium, 220 milligrams. Again, we put a lot of salt sometimes to compensate for a lack of sugar. Total carbs, 22 grams. Fiber is 11 grams. Total sugars, 1 gram. 0 added sugars. You have sugars, alcohols at 7 grams and protein, 20 grams. Again, you have other information down here, such as vitamin D, your calcium, iron, and potassium. So again, very important if you want to know everything that you're going to be consuming. We're really interested in the type of carbs. So we understand they're very low in sugars, fantastic, not going to have an impact. Fiber, no, it will not have an impact on your body or blood sugar, so you're no worry there. And at the same time, they've got sugar alcohols of 7 grams. So that's what the one we really want to know, what's there and will they impact on our blood sugar level? And more importantly, will ketone production go down? So Let's have a look at another page. There again, I went through all the ingredients for you. Yes, you can see there again, sucralose, another sweetener. So the whole idea is these will give you the information of what's in there and what is the main sweetener. Yeah. So you can see there that we were looking obviously at the stevia sweetener. There it is. You've got the sucralose there as well. And we need to understand all of these different sweeteners and their impact on the body. So here we go. Again, there's the front of the bar. You can see it's 20 grams protein. It claims 4 grams net carbs and 1 gram of sugar. So the whole idea there is it's more complex than you think. So what I'm going to do before we go through looking at if it affects ketone production, which we'll use obviously the urinalysis sticks, we're going to give it a taste test. So here we go. So again, as I said, it feels quite substantial. It's a nice, thick, heavy bar. Looks tasty. Let's see if it is. Okay, so opening up this bar. Oh, okay, so that surprised me. I didn't realize it would be this color. Not impressed with the smell. The smell is, oh, it's getting better. Peanuts. Now I can smell peanuts. So it's getting better. So initially the smell shocked me a little bit. The color is quite interesting. So here we go. So this is the bar. You can see it's quite interesting. It is quite pale. It does look a little bit like cookie dough, slightly uncooked cookie dough. And the smell, because you can get a whiff off of these, there's no shell or covering. Yeah, it's nice, but it's not probably as strong and sweet as obviously a normal cookie dough or peanut butter almonds. So anyway, whole idea is let's have a look. It looks acceptable. It looks fine. It's not off-putting. The smell isn't off-putting, but it is, as I said, not as normal as you would expect from something that contains sugar. Here we go. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Okay. So interesting flavors. Looking at the flavors, again, you've got several sweeteners in there. And so we're going to, after the ketone production, have a look and see the difference. Because the maltitol is the one we've identified as being a no-no or being eat with care or in very small portion sizes. Now, this one, it doesn't have maltitol in it. And what we're going to do is we're going to then take a test in a second to see if it has made any impact once I consume the whole bomb. Now, what I can tell you is that it's not bad. I wouldn't say it's one of the most enjoyable bars that I've eaten, especially on a keto or any low-carb diet. It's acceptable. It's got a nice chewy texture. Again, the flavors aren't probably reminiscent of sugar, but it's acceptable for sure. So I would definitely probably eat these. And let me just try a little bit with tea. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, that slightly improves the flavour. It seems to become a little bit to solidify even more though with tea. Um, Fine, acceptable, definitely something that I would probably buy if I was confident that I knew that it would be for a snack maybe once a day after maybe dinner, something where I wouldn't or I'd be happy to say, okay, I've had plenty of food, yeah, but I want now something that's going to make me feel as if I've got a little bit of sugar because maybe I still have a little bit of cravings or something that feels as if there's a hole there. So this could fill it quite nicely. It's very dense. It's very heavy. It does kind of taste like a premium product because it's packed full of peanuts, and it's very interesting textures as well. So acceptable. If I was going to rate it out of 10, I'd say I would give it, for obviously the situation, the diet, probably 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10, mixing in the fantastic texture for the nuts, not being really strong in flavor, being okay with having a nice cup of tea with it, but at the same time, it's not, it's not a strong memory of sugar or a replacement product. It is technically it is a replacement product, but it doesn't feel as if it is sugar. There you go. There's the inside of the bar. You can see there some chocolate chips, peanuts there. The peanuts are at the bottom part there. It is packed full of peanuts. It is a premium seam material bar. The packaging is lovely. Seems premium as well. Again, they come in just bars that you buy for 60 grams. You can buy big packs, but this is just a bar. So what I'm going to do now, I'll be back with a ketone reading. As I said, it's going to take 2 to 4 hours to hit my system because it has to process into my blood, but then also come through to my urine. So I will do that test at the appropriate time, as long as well you remember that I will then also mention as to why I think this is going to be the outcome. So I have a positive feeling about this. I think it's not going to really impact on my ketone production. And the reason for that is because these sweeteners are notorious, or they're not famous for being cheap, like maltitol, where it will try to replace the sugar flavor, but unfortunately it will impact on your blood sugar level 50 to 75%. So these are famous for not having any impact at all. So it's a combination of sweeteners, 3 in there, and I will then review those and talk about them. So we have the result for the ketone production. Okay, guys, so see you in a second. Hi guys, back now, and unfortunately, looks like seriously bad news for the Quest bar. Unfortunately, the tests have shown that it pushed me completely out of ketosis. So, looks like until further notice, I would stay clear of the Quest bars, unless, of course, you think they'll work for you. Now, the best way to see if they work for you is to get the keto sticks, diet sticks, or urinalysis sticks, and test afterwards. Obviously, you have to wait 2 to 4 hours so that obviously it gets absorbed in your system and then gets processed through, obviously, to your kidneys and your bladder, so that you can then test to see if that you've stopped producing ketones. Now, I was curious about this as to why it stopped it. The stevia and the other sweeteners, sucralose, in the actual bar, there are three in there, and the main idea is that those seem to, either in a combined fashion, or also there is a certain type of corn starch, I believe, in there, which has caused the issue for the ketosis to cease. So the whole idea is avoid those bars unless you want to test it yourself. They seem to stop ketosis. So again, even though they may not properly be absorbed and used in the form of sugar, it could be a combination of factors that has made that push me straight out of ketosis. So yeah, without a doubt, it's completely, pushed me out of ketosis. Some people in research have said that it's possible that the ketone production could have just been paused. No, it was actually stopped completely, and they had to slowly regain the number of ketones over a period of time. So it took about a day to actually, of just eating low carb food, to be able to start slowly going back into ketosis. In about 2 days of that. So I would steer clear of the Quest bars. That's it for now, and I'll see you on the next video for you to. Oh Lord. Oh. Okay, so that's it for now, guys, and I'll see you on the next video. So if you like to see more of these reviews, please click on like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.